in Kyrgyzstan, at the first hotel we stayed at, I met an extremely interesting gentleman. I saw him at first in the art gallery who was just playing some music. I didn't recognize it, was playing it very well, and I guess he's not used to having musicians at his hotel. He was the owner, and he saw my interest. He asked me if I wanted to play, so I did. And we shook hands, and I thought that'd be the end of it. But later that night, I was back in that room just playing the piano because I don't get a chance to just play on this deployment. But all of a sudden, these people started coming in and asking to hear what we did, and it turned into this impromptu performance for a lot of people at the hotel, involving myself and Rachel and Quez, our vocalists, and it turned into something really cool. But what was really interesting was what happened after that. This gentleman, Victor, was there again, and our interpreter was there, and he didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any Russian or Kyrgyz, but we actually sat down, and we had like a 2-hour conversation about music and jazz history and our favorite artist through this interpreter, a discussion that the language barrier would have otherwise prevented. And it was one of the most rewarding experiences I've had on this deployment, to actually have an intellectually stimulating musical discussion with someone I never would have met outside of this deployment, someone that I could not have spoken to without the help of an interpreter. And yet here we are, such kindred spirits, kindred souls, with so much in common, separated by an ocean. And yet there's so much in common, and we were suggesting books to one another. We exchanged emails, and I'm in contact with him to this day, sending him some of my favorite texts that I assume he has to get translated because I don't think he can read English either. But it was so amazing to find that kind of commonality with someone who's so far away, who's from such a different culture. And he sat and talked to me about how he was raised in the Soviet Union and how he loved jazz all his life, but he couldn't pursue it because of how stringent the Soviet Union was, and how they weren't really into expression and freedom of expression or anything like that, and what a joy it was to hear someone bring that music to him just recently, someone as young as me, he said. And to be able to bring that joy to somebody through music, and then to be able to have that discussion, I can't even really describe in words the pleasure that was. It was an incredible experience.